What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol BBIG for Vinco Ventures. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame chart, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday chart. First of all, this will be more of an update. Obviously, we've covered this one semi-regularly now on the channel, and the main thing to discuss from today's trading session is the violation of the support trendline, the violation of this 873, and the close right at our 783 mark. Very interesting that these two numbers I'm noticing here are just simply reversed. Anyways, aside from that tangent, if you remember yesterday's video, we essentially said that this is not, in my opinion, the place to be a buyer inside of BBIG. It's really back down here towards 6, the breakout point, if there's going to be any sort of quick dead cat bounce to the upside. Now, don't get me wrong, intraday, there certainly was an opportunity here, but now that we've formed essentially an H pattern like this, if this low gives, then again, it's probably back down towards that 6 breakout point from right in here. And, you know, we did see a violation of the support trendline. A number of bearish things essentially happened today, punctuated by a fairly bearish close. If we just look at the 30-minute through the lens of the Fibonacci and do something like this from the high of the first move to the low, of course, because we're looking at a bear case here, you'll notice that we certainly got to the 61.8, but there was never a candle close above it. And generally, when we're looking for a retrace 100%, we want to see candles close above that 61.8. So they were unable to do that, violated the 38.2 and closed weak, back down underneath, giving us that H structure, which we mentioned in the beginning of this video. So currently being patient, waiting to see if we get the breakdown of this 783, in which case, again, the next major point where I could potentially see a dead cat bounce coming from would be down here towards 6. So watching for hammers, any sort of indecision dojis, basically anything that would make you question, is this pullback here coming to an end? Can we flip long over the highs and then get back up into some of these overhead targets? The main one I would be watching, again, just based on this only being a dead cat bounce and probably not looking for much more than that, would just be a back test of this 783, right? It would look something like this. So pull back down here, quick bounce, and then probably a rollover from that area back down into who knows where back underneath, probably 5, right? And that's just to say that's the nature of parabolic movers, right? Whenever you have something that goes up, it usually comes down just as fast. And as I like to say on the channel, generally pullbacks after parabolic moves go to places people don't want them to go or even think they can go in the first place. So that's how I'd be looking at this one going forward. Now, don't get me wrong, if it does support here at this 783, it's just not personally the long trade idea for me. If you want to go long here, fine. You know where your risk is. Obviously, your stop loss goes underneath. But as the chart sits right now, I'm just not seeing it, again, for my own personal preferences, to take a stab long in this area. I really want to see it lower now that we've broken that support trend line right there. So those are my thoughts here on BBIG. I could be completely wrong and you could be right if you want to go long here, or I could be right and you could be completely wrong. There's just no saying at this point in time. This type of candle right here that's printed on today's session certainly does not give me confidence that this area is going to hold, right? We talked about that H structure. So if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the update, certainly let me know down below in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.